Hey, what's up guys? It's your girl Jazz. I know I'm in a weird angle right now, but because of this hunka junka monster thing over here that I'm about to review, I have to kind of be a little awkward. Okay, I have to be a little bit more awkward because we all know that I'm very awkward. If you haven't seen me in person, it's even worse. But anyways, that's a whole other story. Let's go ahead and get this baby open. The Instant Pot Vortex. I've got some gadgets and gizmos aplenty. This thing is not small, that's for sure. Ooh, I will be using these. Thank you very much. We're going to be doing some roasting today. Alright. Oh, this thing is huge. No, that's not what she said either. Alright, this is the Instant Pot Vortex. Let's go ahead and open it up. Oh, there's more stuff in here to do. Little basket, that's cute. I have no idea what any of these gadgets are yet, but we're going to find out together. A lot of mess over here. Alright. I'll take these out for now. Let's see what all we got. Remove all packaging and accessories from the cooking chamber before use. Duh. Do not put foreign, non-food objects in the cooking chamber. Doesn't non-food, isn't that subjective? Because, I mean, some, okay. Anyway. Open the oven door and slide the rotisserie basket or spit along the guides. What are they talking about? Oh, I guess these things right here, I guess is what they're talking about. Anyways, let's see. Align the rotisserie arm. So we're going to do fries first. But I do know that there's an app. So we're going to try out the app. But first, I want to know how it sounds turning on. So we're going to plug it in. Plug it in, plug it in. Alright, I'm done for the day. Ooh, lights on. So, something's good. Oh, there we go. So, what are we going to do? Are we going to air fry, roast, broil, reheat, dehydrate? It doesn't matter. We're going to do it all. So, I do have some chicken over here to rotisserie. Rotisserie? Is that a word? It is now. But I can tell one thing that I'm going to like more about this one right off the bat is the fact that this basket is more than likely going to be rotating through the entire time. So you're going to get a better, more even cook of your, like your fries or whatever else you're cooking. So that's my suspicion at least. All right, anything else that I need to know? We're going to look at the directions. Do you have an Instant Pot? No, I have an Instant Pot Vortex. So that doesn't help me. Welcome initial setup. This is what I need. Robert Wang. Apparently he's the creator of the Instant Pot. Alright, initial setup, remove all packaging from in and around, done that. Follow care in cleaning, haven't done that before first use. So we need to follow care and cleaning instructions for safety, maintenance, and warranty. Oh, so I guess I need to read this one first. Blah. There's always so many rules. Read all instructions, safeguards, and warnings before operating the appliance. We know I'm not going to do that. Always operate the appliance on a stable, non-combustible level surface. I think this is stable. Stable enough. The appliance's outer surface may become hot during use. Do not touch any surfaces where Instant Pot mini mitts or oven mitts when opening the door and handling hot components. Extreme caution may be used when moving the appliance. Let the appliance cool to room temperature before handling or moving. To protect against the risk of electrical shock, do not immerse, blah, blah, blah. All right, let's get to cleaning, shall we? Important safeguards. Okay. Anyways. Oh, they have the door's removable. That's pretty cool. So let's see how easy it is to remove, shall we? I thought, ouch. Nope, that's not it. So how do you remove the door? Let's see. Allow to air dry completely before use, rotisserie. So we got to clean everything before we cook. So everything's been cleaned out for the most part, I think. Or about as good as it can get. And I skimmed through some of the instructions. I didn't really see anything that stood out to me. Mainly because I'm getting kind of hungry and kind of grumpy. So I'm just trying to cook something. So we're going to go ahead and do a little bit of experimenting with this. We're going to put the fries in. I already smelled it. Alright. So there are little grooves on both sides that you need to make sure to line them up with. Then we're going to lock it. Unfortunately, you guys can't see this part because I need to see it. Okay, you do not go. What are you doing? Oh, there it goes. We're going to do air fry. And we're going to start. Is it not rotating? Oh. So you can actually select whether you want it to be rotating or not. There's a button right here. So we have the air fryer on. And you can actually see, where's the light? There you go. You can see a little bit better as it rotates around. Let's look at time. I only need maybe about, oh no, wrong way. And I like the fact that it automatically rotates, so maybe we'll have an even crisp. I'll see you guys in 15 minutes. All right, so it went off. Got my little quackers. Because it does suggest don't use your bare hands. All right, so this is gonna be interesting to do. If only I can get it. There it goes. So, that's hot. One thing that I did learn though using this is that it does need a period of time to warm up before you add the food. Didn't realize that, so I had to turn down the time on how long it cooked because I had it in there from the very beginning. Not the easiest to grab, that's for sure. Come on, open up. Stay put. Thank you. Clearly, this isn't the easiest thing to do. But once you get it open, clearly, it's not that difficult. But I don't want to touch you. So we're going to try out the fries, then we're going to throw in a nice chicken to cook using the rotisserie. Why did I open it like that? I don't know. I like the fact that it was, you know, it rotated as it was cooking. So I didn't have to worry about stopping it in the middle of cooking it. And make sure that it's cooked evenly. So that's an advantage of this air fryer.
Alright, so as you can see, I went ahead and I seasoned it. I've already put the, I guess the spick and the fork is what it's called. I have no idea. I just call it the roasting thing. And so it's already preheated. I had to inhale my fries first, so I had to reheat it again. Open. Go ahead and throw this in here. There it goes. All right, so it's a little bit easier once you get a hang of it. And it doesn't hold that big of a chicken because these are those tiny little Cornish hens. I had a bigger chicken that I was planning to cook on here, but just, you know, you can kind of gauge the size of it because this is going to touch from end to end, and it didn't fit, so I had to stick with the Cornish hens. Luckily I had a backup. All right, we're gonna go ahead and start cooking it. It's starting roast, and I did select roast, rotate, and you can see the lights running. So we'll get you a close-up of it cooking, kind of before and afterwards as well, so that way you can kind of get a better idea of how well it cooks. So it's going to cook about 40 minutes. So I'll see you as I eat my dinner. Yay, dinner's ready. So we're going to go ahead and unlock it. There it goes. We're going to use our gripper, take it out. Time. There it goes. And look at the pretty bird. Nice, yummy, and extra crispy. Just the way I like it. So far, so good. And I'm going to leave the little fork and spigot thingy on there because I know it's too hot to take off. That extra crispiness, I like that. Alright, this is not going to be pretty. And honestly, it doesn't matter right now because I'm hungry. And I told you guys are going to have dinner with me tonight. It's very tender. I'm happy with it. But it's hot. So to kind of go over everything, what I like, what I don't like personally. When it comes to the air fryer, I like the fact that it has that rotation device. And so that way, like when you're cooking fries or anything like that, or even vegetables, I'm not sure who really fries vegetables. But anyways, teach their own. I like the fact that it rotates, so you don't have to worry about, you know, stopping it in the middle and shaking up the basket to kind of make sure that everything's cooked evenly. Things that I don't like is the fact that it is extremely hot and hard to open fresh out of the oven, or the vortex, I guess, probably the best way to call it. So that's one of my biggest downfalls about this device, is the fact that it's not quick to take out and cook with. I do like the concept behind it, the rotisserie behind it. You know, kind of makes things, you know, make sure that everything does its best to cook evenly. But that's my biggest thing, is that fact that, you know, like with this, I can't really take this off because it's hot. Ouch. Yeah, it's hot. So it kind of delays if you're, you know, starving and you want a quick meal or something like that. It's going to take a little bit to cool off, or you're going to have to find some gloves that are going to, you know, make it easier for you to open. As you see me struggle with opening the Vortex little cylinder with the mittens that I had, it wasn't the easiest. It wasn't, you know, working with me, probably because it's jazz proof. But anyways, I won't fault Instant Pot because they didn't know that. But guys, when companies, you gotta make things jazz friendly. I would say user friendly, but let's just face it, I make things more difficult than it really needs to be. Just as my parents. But other than that, that's the biggest flaw that I found with this device, is the fact that it's harder to, you know, to kind of go from the fryer or oven to the plate. It's going to take a little bit of adjusting too. But other than that, I love it. And I definitely will be using it a lot more. Other than that, I can't think of anything specific that really stands out to me other than the rotation. You can reheat things in here. So I'm guessing like if you have pizza, you know, that you want to make, you know, because you don't want to throw it in the microwave. You need that extra crispiness to it. Probably throw it in here. I like the fact that it rotates, as I mentioned a couple of times already. I like the fact that it has a light in here so you can see exactly whether it's cooked properly or not, the way you like it. So if you don't want it as crispy or even crispier than I like it, you can adjust your temperature accordingly. And I did for exactly 40 minutes. I did not adjust I didn't adjust the timer at all. I did adjust the temperature a little bit because I wanted to make sure that it was, you know, it didn't overcook or burn. But other than that, I just, you know, was pressing the buttons. I can't think of anything else. If you have any questions, I'll be more than happy to answer. Hopefully I'll be able to answer them. As far as the price, I do want to first of all make sure that it's clear that this is the Vortex Plus, the Instant Pot Vortex Plus. The Vortex, or just the Instant Pot, Vortex. Yeah, I want to say Instant Pot. Instant Vortex is going to be shaped a little bit differently. It's more of a regular air fryer. So the Vortex, or the Plus, has the visual window, and so the Plus is gonna be about 120-ish. So you're saying, and it's gonna be bigger because I think the original, or I guess the regular Insta Vortex. I know I'm gonna get that tongue tied and eventually call it Instant Pot. So forgive me. It is the Instant Vortex. The standard Insta Vortex is going to be about $100, and it's 6 quarts, but the Vortex is going to be bigger. The Vortex Plus, excuse me, is bigger. It's 10 quarts, and it's going to obviously fit little chicken Cornish hens. It's still not big enough to do a full chicken, so just kind of keep that in mind if you're, you know, wanting to purchase it or anything like that, especially for rotisserie chicken. You're going to have to stick with the Cornish hens. So, but this Vortex Plus is going to cost about 120-ish, is what I've seen online. Of course, keep in mind holidays costs and things like that. Of course, you can find all sorts of deals. So, but if you have any questions, let me know. I'll do my best to try and answer them. Make sure that you subscribe to both Jazzy Reviews as well as Jazzyfoodz, because obviously I love to eat. In the meantime, stay tuned and stay jazzy. Thanks for watching, guys.